Hey there, Saki here from Saki Tech, and in today's video I want to share top 5 must-have apps for your iPhone. These are a bunch of really cool apps that will certainly enhance the use of your iPhone, and they're free to grab with some upgrade options if desired. So let's dive in and discover. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Saki Tech Online. Alright, let's dive in. Alright, so the first app I want to talk about is called the Quotes Creator. So let's launch that and take a look at what it does. So launch it right here. And when you first launch it, this is the screen you are going to see. This is a free app to download, but you can in fact upgrade to remove all the ads. So basically it's saying double tap to write. So let's do something really quick. Double tap that. Let me just write in subscribe to Saki Tech. Right there. And then at the bottom here, you can pick who said it. Basically, that is the creator of the quote. So let's just type in Saki. When you inspect everything looks good, just click OK. And as you can see, that gets pasted to the background. And the great thing is, on the fly, you can switch between all these different styles with different backgrounds and, of course, with different fonts. Not only that, you get some amazing level of customization to your quotes. And after you're done with your quote, you tap this icon here and you can either share that, or you can add a watermark, or you can save the current template that you created. But again, at the bottom here, you can go to the background, for example. You can go to your photo gallery, so you can actually take a photo and put it to the background, or you can go to the background packages if you tap this. And this one does require to purchase the package if you do want extra packages. But you know, all these are free regardless. And then you can go to the text over here. You can modify the text. And then my favorite, you can go over here to the fonts and you can actually customize the fonts individually as you please. Okay, so look at all the options that you're getting over here. So let's keep this for a minute. You can also change the size of the font if you wanted to, and the color, of course. So as you can see, I can pick any color that I want. I can go to red, green, blue, whatever. Okay, so it's fully customizable. And of course, once you create this thing, you can share that with anybody that you please, as I just showed you guys. The only thing you need to know is at the bottom here, any quote that you create is going to have a watermark at the bottom with the free version that says Quotes Creator. So you cannot remove that unless you go Pro. So if you tap the Pro version, it's going to ask you to upgrade. Once you upgrade, it removes the watermarks and removes all the ads. But this is the basic idea. One more thing, shadow. You can actually add shadow to the background of your text. So that makes it even more enhanced. So it's an absolutely fantastic application, free to get and do exactly what I'm doing right now. So go grab it from the App Store. Now let's move on to the next app that I like. The next one is known as the Annotate application. So when I launch the Annotate app, it actually comes off as a camera and you can immediately take a picture and start annotating it. But let me pull a picture from a gallery just to show you an example of how I like to use it. So I can tap this guy, it goes into my photos. And then from here, let me just go to my favorites and let me just bring in this camera picture. So first, let's select the portion that I want to actually put it in. So select the area that you want. Click crop. Now it's in here. Now you have a toolbar here you can move around, but here's what you can start doing immediately. You can actually start, if I tap on the arrow here, I can pick a color for the arrow. Let's just keep yellow. Let's say I want to demonstrate something to somebody using a picture. Here's what you can do. Absolutely fantastic. You can start pointing to places. I can point right here. I can tap the text here. I can say flash button. And then I can take this guy, I can move it and put it right here. I can resize it if I wanted to. This is absolutely fantastic to share information using pictures. And of course, you can do multiple things. Like you can get a blue arrow and you can point here. So I can go like this. I can move the entire thing. Then go to text. And let's say, so I can put this here. Now, as you can see, I'm doing all this demonstration work just using a photo and one app. And of course, I can actually add some nice smileys here. I can tap this guy here. I can add this guy here. I can put it right here. Oops. If you don't want something, you can tap on it and you can simply delete it. Okay. And you can move stuff around. You can resize it. So I can put a smiley right there. There we go. And that's a photo right there with demonstration. Now, if you are working with faces, for example, let me go back here. Let's discard this for a minute. You kind of get the idea. Let's go to the selfies here. Grab a photo, and that's my face right there. So let's crop it. So basically, what you can do here is, if you wanted to actually hide a face, you can do this. That's the last effect at the bottom. Okay, and then you can. This is a nice way to hide the face. And then you can do demonstrations around it if you so desire. Okay, so this is called Annotate. It's also surprisingly free and has barely any ads. So go to the Play Store, grab this. It's also one of my favorites and something I use a lot. All right, so let's talk about the next app. The next app I'm going to talk about is called the Pimp Your Screen. So this is basically the moment you launch it, it takes you straight into a wallpaper. This is a wallpaper app. Now you see the wallpaper right here. What you can do immediately is you can save this. So tap it, it saves it to your photo gallery. You can go from there and you can apply it to your background. But then again, if you want to browse around, here's what you can do. You can tap this arrow, brings up this menu. From here you can go through all these different settings. You can go to popular wallpapers and you can swipe through them. And one thing I absolutely like is you can preview them live. So you tap on the screen and it shows you how it's going to look with apps, the app shortcuts atop the actual background picture. Tap again, it goes away. So go down, you can go to wallpapers. You can swipe right through them. Anything you like, you can just save it, no problem. If you tap it one more time, you can go to themes. If you tap on themes, this one is actually a packaged wallpaper. So this one, the one on this side is for the lock screen. The one on this side is for wallpaper. So if I swipe over, actually, let's go back. So if I swipe over, it keeps showing you all the packages. So for example, that is one package. If you download this package, that's for the lock screen. That's for the actual home screen wallpaper. You can tap on each one of them to preview them. So that's what the lock screen is going to look like. And if I go back, I can tap on this and tap again and see how it's going to look on the home screen as a wallpaper. Okay, and then if you go down here, you have all these beautiful subcategories. One of my favorite two subcategories is the minimal category. So if you'll see these beautiful wallpapers you can immediately download for free. And if I go back here, the other one I like is the abstract category. So you get a bunch of abstract wallpapers. Okay, so again, this is free to grab. So go to the Play Store and grab it right away. Let's move on to the next application. Now the next app is a great way to kill your time. So it's called Recolor. If you go to Recolor, it's a coloring application. And it comes with a whole bunch of pictures you can start to color. But it's the way you actually do it is what's really fun. So let's go to free here. So the app is free. You get a bunch of free wallpapers, not wallpapers, photos to actually start to color. And you can also buy packages if you want even more fun. So let's go over here and just pick any one of these guys. Let's just pick this one here. And let's say you want to start coloring this. It actually gives you a tutorial, as you can see. So let's pick a color. We can zoom in and let's go red for the lips. And then you can tap this guy here. That could be the skin color. Let's say you want to do the eyes blue. So you can go in here, do that blue. You can use your finger to browse around. Blue, blue, blue. Okay, even the inside of the eye can be blue if you wanted to. So as you can see, within seconds, you can create these nice little designs. And then you can save it. You can share this with anybody that you want. You have all these color options at the bottom here to go into really nice details. And it's just absolutely fantastic little way to kill some time and have some fun. Even better than playing a game sometimes. And of course, you can add effects to it. So you can add the shadow effect if you wanted to, art paper effect. So you have so many options to play with. Let's go back into the home screen here. And other thing you can do is you can go to the gallery here. You can browse through what other people are doing. So look at this person. You can create things just like this. But you can go to My Works. It'll show you what you have done. And you can go to Activity here. go to My Works, you can actually create an account and share your work with the rest of the world. People can view it, they can share it, they can rate it, and it'll be seen right here. Okay, so this is just other people doing what you would be doing right over here. So it's called Recolor, free to get, has a lot of free packages, but if you want, you can download extra purchases, such as these 3D coloring canvases. All right, so that's Recolor. And now let's talk about the final app. All right, so final app actually is a little bit different than what I've showed you so far. What I've shown you so far is kind of fun, kind of utilitarian. This one actually is also a utility that manages your data. So it's called My Data MGR, which is Manager. So basically when you launch it, this is what I like. It actually measures what you have as your data package and shows you exactly how much you're using and how much is remaining. So in my case, my total data is 2 gigabytes. So in this cycle, I've used 1.2 gigs and I have remaining 819 megabytes. So I can keep track of my data. Now, as you know, if you are on a limited data package, if you go over your data by mistake, your carrier will charge you a lot of extra money for no reason. With this app, you can measure your mobile data. You can also measure your Wi-Fi. If I tap this over here, it measures how much I'm using on my Wi-Fi. And then you have the roaming mode here. So it also shows you how much data you used when you were roaming, if you do that often. But mostly I'm interested in the mobile data. And you can also use Wi-Fi for other kinds of statistics. If you go to App Tracker, well, you have this histogram, by the way, shows you exactly what's happening every hour. You can go to the App Tracker, and it'll show you which app is using how much data using which service. So if you want to measure how much your mobile data is being used with YouTube, you simply disable these two, and as you can see right now nothing is happening. But if I were to select Wi-Fi, looks like I use 0.5 megabytes with YouTube on Wi-Fi. And of course the best part is you can customize everything. So over here, the fact that my data package is 2 gigabytes is something I coded into the app. All you do is go to the settings, you go to My Plans. From here, you can change the data plan that you have. Okay, so I can tap this guy here, and I can pick, let's say I have a 5 gigabyte plan, then I have 5 gigabytes monthly, and then I can click done, and now as you can see, you can transfer whatever data capacity you have with your carrier to this app. Click done on this. Other thing you can do is you can set alarms, which is also one of my favorite features. You enable the alarms, and basically you can have the app send you alarms just in case you lose track of what's happening. So as you're about to go over your plan, boom, you get a notification, and then you probably save a lot of money. Okay, so that's the last app that I wanted to talk about. All these apps are actually free to go and grab from the App Store. Some of them are going to ask you to purchase extra features, remove ads, but everything that I've shown you here was based on the free version of the app. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to Saki Tech for more videos like this to come. And of course, if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, make sure to follow me at Saki Tech Online. For now, have a fantastic day.